Nigeria marked its 65th anniversary on October 1st. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu issued a direct appeal to Nigerians living abroad, calling on them to abandon negative portrayals of the country and embrace a more constructive narrative about the nation. The president gave the directive at the reopening and rededication ceremony of the 4,000 capacity Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and the Creative Arts in Igomu, Lagos. Tinubu emphasized the need for unity between citizens at home and in the diaspora to collectively build the nation. The president invoked Nigeria's heritage and the legacy of past generations, describing the nation as one shaped by brave forebearers whose values transcend formal education. Let's take a look at the ceremony.
Nigeria in diaspora, stop talking about Nigeria in an ill, negative tone. This is a country of very proud people. We know what we are. It might not be because of education. There are a lot of educated relics around the world. It's about ourselves believing something we inherited from our parents, our great forebearers. A nation of great people. Let's build it together. This country will succeed.
What a beautiful ceremony. Congratulations, Nigerians, and of course, Wole Soyinka. However, Tinubu's appeal for the diaspora to halt negative comments about the country comes at a time where many Nigerians living abroad have become increasingly vocal about the nation's challenges, from economic hardship to security concerns. The effectiveness of Tinubu's message may hinge on whether citizens see tangible improvements in governance and living conditions that justify the optimism the president is requesting. And I'll take a reaction, Ayo, before I come to you.
Guys, the truth of the matter is that you cannot beat a child and tell that child not to cry. If Nigeria is really a working country, believe you me, those in diaspora will be the least people to complain. If people in diaspora could complain about what is going on in Nigeria, you can imagine what those in Nigeria are going through. If truly this country is fixed today, many people in diaspora who want to return home, some of them have stayed there for longer enough that they want to return home, but of course home is not home for them. Anyway guys, let us finish watching the video. When we return, we'll continue.
I think that it's a great call for the president to, because this is what we discuss as well on this table. We don't want to show Nigeria in a bad light. If you do good, we praise you. I mean, I think that the Wole Soyinka Center that just came up is, completely remarkable. Kudos to the Tinubu administration as well.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Nigeria, first of all, and congratulations to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, he's building on the foundation of his predecessors who had started this work. This project, the Wole Soyinka Center for Arts and Creative, for Culture and Creative Arts was actually started in the last administration and was spearheaded, the funding was spearheaded by the CBN and the Bankers Committee under Gordon Emefiele. But like I mentioned earlier on, it's important that there's continuity. So the feather to his hat is that he saw it to completion and he actually relaunched it. It's beautiful. It's an overhaul of the 4,000 capacity main theater. It's also his commitment to tapping the potential of the creative economy in Nigeria. He's often said that by 2030, Nigeria has the potential to hit 100 billion in terms of contribution to the GDP by the creative arts, creative economy alone. And so that's one thing that we like to see. I also want to applaud those who have continuously, despite harsh circumstances, been able to continue to promote culture and art.
Yes.
Bolanle Austin Peters staged the Fela stage play there, and it was brilliant to see that. I've had the opportunity to watch it, and it's colorful, it's bright, it's beautiful to watch, and it just speaks about everything that's proudly Nigerian. Now, talking about proudly Nigerian, the president also used the opportunity to call, in that state, of course, I'm sure he must have felt euphoric.
Yes.
At that event, seeing what his administration was able to give birth to, or to produce. Now, one of the things we've said is that Nigerians abroad want to come back home. And that's why you see that even when it comes to news and current affairs that happen in Nigeria, a number of them keep abreast of what is happening because there's a deep interest. The Nigerian diaspora contributes significantly through their remittances to the Nigerian economy. And so if given the opportunity, as their ex-user put it, that if the healthcare is good, if education is accessible, we will have them coming back in droves. And this happened, I think, during the Jonathan administration, where there were a lot of Nigerians coming back because of the boom in the economy. A number of them came back home to set up businesses, because at the end of the day, you are Nigerian first, you know, for a number of people who identify as that. And so there's no place like home, literally. What they're asking for is simple. For the government to provide an enabling environment for them to thrive. For young people in Nigeria who do not want to go abroad and suffer some indignities in their first few years trying to transition to a new country and climate, to stay back home and actually build our nation. In calling for that as well, I'll end on this note. We often say that we should also allow diasporans to vote. If you're asking them to do things in the nation and asking them to contribute, we cannot do that if they don't have a part in the selection process. And that's why you keep asking that even the electoral law should accommodate diasporan voting. We believe that would even see more contribution if they have a direct say on who leads Nigeria and what happens in Nigeria. But I think that even with the state of things, let's applaud our diasporan community. They have done well. If we provide a conducive environment for them to come back, they will come back in droves.
Yes, speaking about conducive environment, President Tinubu's Independence Day message to Nigerian youth, where he urged them to pursue ambitious goals while pledging his administration's commitment to providing the necessary support systems for their success, has elicited reactions. Well, during his speech, the president promised that his administration, through policies and funding, will continue to give young people wings to fly sky high. The president described young Nigerians as the country's greatest asset and future. Let me take some reactions before I come to you. This person wrote on X, but someone came down from UK to see her country work again by doing the little she can with the skill set God blessed her with. Yet she was murdered in the heart of the capital territory of Nigeria. For someone staying in a location as big and expensive as Katampe Extension should let you know that the said person isn't a small nor a middle class person, but above the high class. Yet we come out to celebrate Nigeria at 65. Another ex-user wrote, that's a very ambitious and hopeful message, but the real test will be whether the promised support actually translates into lasting opportunities on the ground. Nigerian youths have heard plenty of encouragement before. What they really need are consistent policies, jobs, and an environment where innovation can thrive without being stifled. You know why this reaction is coming this way is because obviously we've heard our past leaders promise these amazing opportunities for our young people. The president spoke on the back of the idea that, you know, he's going to, offer about 500,000 young people education grants. Rufai.
Okay, so I think the talk about diaspora coming back, to my mind, diaspora are already back in this country. A sizable portion of our foreign exchange inflows are from the diaspora. At its height, it used to be about 25 billion yearly, but that number has reduced now. So they're already here. But what do they get in return? You can't even give them the right to vote. Apart from that, through NEEDCOM, a lot of them have come back home to invest. But what do they get? The harsh economy pushes them back. I know of a particular doctor from a place called Savannah, Georgia, one of the biggest heart doctors in America, won many accolades. He came to set up a heart facilities in Victoria Island. After many years, he had to sell the facility because of the state of the economy and the struggle in the medical sector. So they talk about urging them to come back. Like Davido asked, what are they coming back to? And that's a big question. Is there an economy? Is it insecurity like happened in Kwara where the governor is helpless and we are not saying anything about that? people are fleeing? Is it the fact that bandits that have a good time meeting, granting press conferences, taking photo up with governors of states? Is that what they're coming back to? Yes, we know Nigerians are bright, they are innovative. But the last part is their country fails them. Why is it that the same Nigerians that struggle to thrive here go to other countries and they succeed? People shall have to leave before they can make it. Oji, I want to say kudos to you today. Because I know the stress you went through to tell Madu's story. The same Madu that Disney is celebrating, everybody is celebrating today. I remember that day, years ago, how you had to drive all the way to Badagry.
Yeah.
To tell that story. It was, I think it was you and Okpe, that you spent close to over 6 hours on the road to be able to tell Madu's story. But see, Madu had to leave the country before his talent crystallized. Today, the same Madu that you drove 6 hours in Badagry to is now the one American embassy is celebrating as an American export and talent back to Nigeria. The question is, why is it so difficult for people to thrive here? That's what we are saying. Look at President Wole Soyinka that we are celebrating. At some point, the country let him down. They had to run out of the country. Most of the time, he's constantly out lecturing. I would have wanted a country that will allow President Wole Soyinka to lecture in this country so people can enjoy him. But gone are those days. So it's not that we don't want the best for this country. In fact, the reason why we talk like this is that we care too much, and we are so in the know of the potential this country has.
All right.
So it's not just by rhetorics. When we have leaders that lead us well, you will not need to tell diaspora to come. Didn't diaspora come? Didn't some women come from Dallas to come and invest in real estate? Did they destroy their real estate in Coastal Road? And that case has been going on with Mr. Umahi for a while.
All right.
Did they destroy their real estate in Coastal Road? Have they gotten compensation today? No. And you say they should come, and you destroy their investments.
All right, Rufai, speaking about...
Guys, if truly Nigeria is a working system, if truly Nigeria is a working country, believe you me, many Nigerians abroad who want to return home to their homeland. Many of them have spent over 20 years abroad and they want to return home to come and give back to the society. But Nigeria government have never provided enabling environment for those who is in abroad to return home and thrive. And again, if truly Nigeria is doing well, the last people that will complain is those abroad. If those abroad could complain about what is going on in Nigeria, about the negativity, about the inhuman treatment Nigerian citizens are receiving from those who claim to be governing them, you can imagine what Nigerians here in Nigeria is going through. May God help us in this country. God help us in this country. I pray that Nigerians will get it right come 2027. Because we have all it takes to make this country work, but our leaders are not doing anything to improve our lives. 65 years of independence, yet a common man cannot boast of 3 square meals a day. People are receiving 70,000 naira for minimum wage, and yet they are spending a lot of money for school fees. They are also spending a lot of money for house rent. Nothing is being regularized in this country. Even a one-room apartment, they will be calling for you over 300 and 400,000. How much is your salary? How are you going to feed? What if you are a married couple? How are you going to fend for your children? This is what Nigerians is going through, and it has resulted in increasing crime. It has resulted in so many things, and those who is stealing Nigerians' money are there. Nobody is arresting them. Instead, if an ordinary citizen steal a common maggie, they will show him or her face in the national newspaper. But these politicians that have been stealing and rooting Nigerian money, they are walking about free. I've never seen any Nigerian politician that have rooted Nigerian money being persecuted or being even if they charge them to court, the case will be dead on arrival. It will continue to be in court for so many long. It is well with us Nigerians, and I pray that one day Nigerians will get it right for themselves and their citizens unborn. Guys, I will see you in my next video. Do like this video, comment and share. Turn on the post notification so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to get notified. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and have dominion. Bye bye.